everyone, welcome or welcome back to my channel. Today we're of course playing Animal Crossing and we're building on my island Pumpkaboo. And we have Boots here, just look at his little squishy face, oh my gosh! I love him. Anyway, yes, we're building on Pumpkaboo today and I'm going to be building quite a large area, so this might be a little bit of a longer video unless I manage to cut it down quite a bit. So you would have probably already seen from the thumbnail that I am decorating for Nooks Cranny and Able Sisters today. I'm going to be having the shops right next to each other because I don't have much space left on this island. I was planning to have them pretty close to each other anyway. I also have Nooks Cranny and Able Sisters pretty much next to each other on my other island Thistle as well, and that was unintentional. I didn't realise they were both going to have them next to each other, but oh wow, that's okay. This can be another video of how to have Able Sisters and Nooks Cranny near each other and decorate it to your island theme. I don't know, something like that. Anyway, I'm going to explain a little bit about what I'm doing today. So I'm currently doing this little middle section and putting some road code around the edge of it. This road is made by the one and only Colin Crossing. I've popped the MA in the description down below along with all the other codes that I'll be using in today's video. So if you see anything you like today you want to use on your island, you'll find the MA down there. So the square in the middle is 6 by 4, and then obviously pop the corner pieces in like I have done, and then the road is literally 3 wide. So we've got the 2 side pieces and then the middle section. I don't use the middle piece with the road markings on, I just prefer it without it. I like to use leaf piles and things, and I feel like that by having the lines on the road as well, sometimes it can make it look a bit too cluttered and messy, so I personally don't use them. I did it first and then ended up going back around all the roads on this island and getting rid of them just for the plain road code, and yeah, I definitely prefer it. So now we're just finishing off these side bits and then we'll be doing the angled sections. So this is basically like a round circular area, I guess, and it's going to have the 2 shops at the top here. I originally wanted to have some more fake buildings on the side, but as you can see, I don't really have the space. Didn't think that one while I was planning this island, to be honest. I should have done this area first, and then I could have built everything else around it. But it's okay, we just have to change a few ideas up and it'll be fine. I'll make it look cute still, I hope. So now that we have finished placing the road code, we need to go around and pop this sidewalk code all the way around the edge. As you can see, I've squared off the corners so that they don't look very strange and I'm able to build there more easily, I guess. You'll see what I mean when we get to there. And I can't quite fill this area in because there's some bushes in the way, but we'll move those in a second. Now it's time to place our first building. So here we have Nooks Cranny, and yeah, I definitely like how it looks there. Next to it we are going to be popping down Able Sisters, so we got to do a little bit of time traveling to make sure those buildings are built so we can build around them. So here, Able Sisters will literally go right next to it. Now it does look like it's too far forward compared to Nooks Cranny, but as you can see when you imagine the building, it looks more in line than what it would if it was further back, if that makes sense. Well, I'm hoping that makes sense. So now that those 2 buildings are placed, let's quickly time travel so that Able Sisters is built. And there we have it, the 2 buildings next to each other. So because Nooks Cranny is bigger than Able Sisters, it does look a little bit strange in comparison to the middle of the island bit, I guess I'm going to call it, you know, the road section. It doesn't look like it's central, but that's okay. We'll build around it and you won't even notice by the time I finished, I hope. Anyway, I'm actually going to make a start on this middle section now. I've just popped down some Festival garland. Now you can get this from the Festival event that happens in late February, so make sure you do that next year, or if you're going to time travel there, go and do that. And you get these adorable orangey red garlands. Look how nice they are. They're definitely perfect for autumn and fall and Halloween, so that's why I'm using them. And then for the longest time I didn't know what I was going to put in the middle of this section. And then it hit me, you know what? Spooky carriage is perfect. It's big item, it makes an impact, so yeah, that's what I decided to use. Either side of that pumpkin carriage we've got some hay beds, and then I'm just basically going to cover the front of this with lots and lots of pumpkins. So we've got the spooky tower, spooky lantern set. We're also going to be using a spooky scarecrow, I believe. I can't remember if I actually keep that in. We'll find out in a few seconds. I don't always remember what I've recorded, so yeah, there's that. And it's not because I recorded it a long time ago, because I literally recorded this yesterday and I'm voicing it the day after and I still forget. So that's just me. Oh, there you go. We did use the spooky scarecrow, so I was right. I wasn't going mad. I did keep it there. Now, on top of this spooky lantern set, we've popped a spooky candy set, I think it's called. I can't remember. And then next to here, we've just popped down a little bag of snacks. I actually really love the snack item. I'd love to use it on a Kid Court island one day, which I'll definitely be doing it in another Kid Court island in the future. Don't know when though. Probably next year at some point, because I've got a few islands planned before that. But yeah, I'd definitely love to do a Kid Core Island again one day and use the snack item, like everywhere. I'm using a different code currently outside of Able Sisters and Nooks, just so you know that this is the front sections of the shop. I will be fencing it off as well, you'll see that in a little bit later, but we are going to place some trees in front of the stores. So this just kind of shapes the area and makes it kind of look more like a plaza, I guess, which is what I was kind of going for. Now around the edges I'm going to pop some trees. I will be going back along later on and placing some wheat field, flowers, weeds, that sort of thing, the natural items as I call them. But I will be doing that off camera because I feel like I do that in every single video and I don't want to bore you guys. So we're just going to do the other pieces of decorating instead. I've decided to put another single file of this sidewalk going around the whole section. So we're going to be doing it on all the sides and then I'm going to be placing this spooky fence on top. I did originally just have the spooky fence on top of just the grass, but I didn't like how it looked, so I went back over and added the sidewalk and it definitely looks so much better. Now I'm going to repeat the process of laying down the sidewalk and then adding the fencing onto this section as well. The only difference is that I have to join these two inclines into this section. As you can see, there's the abandoned carnival that we built on our last build on Pumpkaboo. We built for two villagers, Boots and Pietro. So yeah, it was quite a fun build. So go check it out after this one if you haven't seen it already. So the sidewalk felt a little bit too bare and so I decided to add a different code in the middle of it and I definitely like it like this. It breaks up a little bit more. And now we're going to be adding the spooky fence and hedges along this side. I will be going back along at a later date and adding some wheat field beyond the other side of this fence. But like I said, today I just thought, you know what, I'd be doing some different decorating rather than putting wheat field down all the time because I feel like I always do that. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm obsessed with the wheat field item, but I didn't want to do it in this video today, so I'll be doing it off camera. Behind Able Sisters, we're just cornering it off with some hedges like that, and then we're going to make a start in front of Nooks Cranny. We're just placing some spooky fencing down, and then in this gap to the left between Nooks Cranny and Able Sisters, I wasn't sure what to put here at first, and then I thought, you know what, transportation stop will be perfect. It kind of looks like a little shed, or like a metal storage container, or something like that. Now either side here I decided to pop some benches because you have to have some benches, right, for the villagers to sit down. I feel like it completes this area a little bit more and it does make it look like it's a nice cozy little plaza that you can just enjoy sitting around and taking in the scenery. Now we're placing some more spooky fence down here and some hedges. It's slightly different on this section because it's more of an L shape. In between this area though, between Boots' house, which is just there on the left, and this hedging, I will be just placing wheat field, trees, flowers, bushes, that sort of thing. Just a little natural section, I guess. Now I've got some more benches here. These are the public benches. You can actually buy these from your Nook Stop shop with Nook Miles. So I have the red coloration here and to me they kind of look orange more than red, so that's why I'm using them for this island. Now I still felt these corners looked a bit bare, so I've put some street lamps down. We've got cute little hanging lanterns down from them. Now if you didn't know, these are the street lamps with banners and you can actually customize the banners. There is so many cute designs to look like little lanterns or hanging flower baskets or stuff like that that you can use to customize the banners with. So I definitely recommend that if you're going to use the street lamp with banners that you look around at some of the different designs because there are some really cool unique ones that can really help enhance your island's theme. Now that area at the front by the inclines, I want to put some decorations here. So we've popped down a destination signpost and then we have a stall. Now this stall is going to be part of a little potions cart and it's going to look so adorable, I hope. But we're going to put some things onto the stall. We have a mixer, we have some decorative bottles with a little trick or treat sign on, and then let's place the actual van itself. So if you didn't know, this is a custom design, which is the picture standee. There's so many different van designs and they were so cute and they were so massively popular a few months ago. Well, probably like a year ago actually now, but I just had to use this potions one on my island. I've used this on my Kid Core Halloween island before and I knew I definitely wanted to use it on this one. Just look how adorable it looks. You come up those inclines and then you got a cute little potion stall. It's absolutely perfect. I love it. So over here we're going to be placing a little fortune cookie stand. This is from the Pocket Camp set and you can actually do this if you join your Pocket Camp game to your Nintendo account and then you're able to get the items in your Animal Crossing game. There's only a few items so it won't be all your Pocket Camp items I'm afraid, but there is a few cute items like a campsite sign and things like that. So it's definitely worth doing and checking out. Now over here, like I said, I'm putting down some wheat field and bushes just to make this area natural, and then I'm going to put a path here. Now we're not actually going to finish where this path goes to because this will be for another build. Basically this path will lead behind Able Sisters and lead to another incline which I need to place, which will then lead to another villager's house. I'm hoping to place Kiki there, and that will probably be the next video for Pumpkaboo anyway. But yes, that should be quite cute and a nice little spooky area for Kiki. So behind the pumpkin here, we're going to be placing hedges. I just felt it looked a bit too bare there. I was thinking about maybe bushes, but hedges definitely look really good, so I'll be leaving those. Now, we actually need to decorate outside Nooks Cranny. So we've got some shopping baskets here and then a singular shopping basket. We've customized those in black and orange, and they're definitely spooky and give me a Halloween vibe. Now, I feel like you can't have the shops and not have a cardboard box, so we put a cardboard box there. Now, in this little stacked bags, it actually says costumes on the top. You can't really see it from this angle, but I thought, you know, Able Sisters has some costumes that have been delivered to this store for them to sell to the villagers, just in time for Halloween. I've just popped a little skateboard there, and over here we've got some recycled paper bundle, which is basically newspapers. Now, I had this gap as well next to the right side of Nooks Cranny, so I've decided to put a cardboard sofa there, just so it looks like they've opened some boxes. We'll be adding some more decoration around the road area in just a second, because for me it's still a little bit plain. But I want to decorate this little edgeway first. We're just popping a bush and some wheat field here. I'll also be placing a cotton candy stand here, you know, just to fill in this little section, and I don't know, it just looks kind of nice there, and it goes with the little potion van. Now, to decorate the road a little bit more, I'm going to add some of these plain fairy light arches on either side. I'm going to be also adding some more pumpkins because, you know, Halloween, you can't go wrong with just more pumpkins. So we're going to be placing more of those either side of the plain fairy light archways, or whatever it's actually called. I don't actually know its real name. And then, yeah, we're just going to push this bench over a little bit so it fits nicely there. I'm going to do the same on the other side. It definitely makes it feel more Halloween-y, and I can't wait to see what this looks like when the sun starts to go down. I feel like the glow is going to look so amazing. And even Wolfgang agrees, that's why he's checking it out now. So there is this section next to this street lamp on the right side, and I want to pop something there. I do put a decayed tree at first, but I will go back a little bit later on in this video and change it to a spooky tree, which will look much better, and more pumpkins, like I said, more the better. Before we change over the tree though, we are just placing some leaf piles around, of course. And now I'm going to actually change the tree over. I told you it wouldn't be long before I do. I definitely prefer it with the pumpkins on it. It definitely makes it feel more Halloween-y. I feel like this is a very popular spot for the villagers to come trick-or-treat in and to meet up with each other in their cute little costumes. That's what the whole idea for this area was anyway. To finish off the area, we're just going to walk around and drop some candy on the floor. Of course, when the villagers have been trick-or-treating, they've got overflowing bags of candy, so some is definitely going to fall out, or they just drop it anyway. I think this looks so cute. I love the little lollipops especially. They add like a little bit of extra colour to the area as well. And we all love a dropped item, let's be honest. But now we finished building the area today, so let's have a little look around. So there we have it, we have finished the look around today and the build. This was actually so much fun. Look at little Wolfgang though, just laying on the hay bed there. That's kind of cute. I enjoyed building both of these shop areas. There's not too much outside of them. It's not too cluttered, which is quite nice and makes a change for me. My favorite area is definitely this little pumpkin section though. This is so full of pumpkins and definitely cluttered, and I love it. Now, if you enjoyed this video today, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Come and join the Jellybean family. Have a lovely spooky day, my friends, and I'll see you in my next video. Goodbye!